Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are really getting into something special. The Lamborghini Revuelto.
Yeah, this is a big one. Not just their latest flagship, but their first ever plug-in hybrid supercar. An HPEV, they call it.
Right, high-performance electrified vehicle. It's a huge part of their Direzione Cortori strategy, their whole plan for going electric, basically.
Exactly. And the name Revuelto, it's kind of clever. Keeps the Spanish fighting bull tradition naturally.
Of course. Can't have a Lambo without the bull name.
But it also means mixed up or scrambled in Spanish, which, fits the hybrid powertrain perfectly.
Ah, interesting duality there. So our mission today is really to dig into how Lamborghini pulled this off, balancing that V12 soul with, electrification.
Let's jump right into the heart of it then, the powertrain. It's quite the setup.
It really is. So you've still got a V12, right? A proper one.
Oh, yes. Absolutely central. It's a new 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12, code L545 for the real geeks.
Okay. And the power.
It makes 814 horsepower on its own, revs to an insane 9,500 RPM, proper shriek.
Wow, 9,500.
Yeah. And they've done a lot to reworked intakes, better combustion, lighter too, about 17 kilos less than the Aventador's V12. They even rotated it 180 degrees in the chassis.
Rotated it.
Mainly, to make room for the new gearbox and the rear electric motor.
Okay, right, the electric side. There are 3 motors.
3 in total. You've got 2 up front, 1 for each wheel. Axial flux motors, pretty potent, around 150 horsepower each.
And axial flex means they're quite compact but torquey.
Exactly. That gives you the all-wheel drive, obviously, but also really sophisticated electric torque vectoring. Helps pull the car through corners.
Nice. And the third motor?
That one's a radial flex type integrated into the new transmission at the back, also around 150 horsepower.
What does that rear one do?
It's kind of a multitasker. The starter motor for the V12 acts as a generator to recharge the battery and provides electric boost.
So you have V12 power plus electric boost. What's the total?
Well, the peak electric system power is limited, maybe around 187 HP combined from the motors at any one time. But altogether, V12 plus electric, you're looking at 1,001 horsepower in the U.S. or 1015 CV metric. Huge numbers.
Over 1,000 horsepower. And the battery to power all this?
It's actually relatively small. 3.8 kilowatt hours, lithium-ion pouch cells, very power dense.
3.8 kilowatt hour isn't much for EV range, then?
No, definitely not. You get maybe 5 or 6 miles EPA range. It's primarily for silent starts in town, low-speed maneuvering, and those performance bursts. It's a plug-in, charges in about 30 minutes on a level 2 charger.
Or the V12 can charge it.
Yeah, pretty quickly, too. About 6 minutes in recharge mode. Plus regenerative braking, of course. They skip DC fast charging to save weight.
Makes sense for a Lambo. And this plugs into a new gearbox.
Yes, a brand new 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, mounted transversely behind the engine, which is unusual for them. Big improvement over the old single clutch. Much smoother, much faster.
And I heard something about reverse gear.
Right. No mechanical reverse. The front electric motors just spin backward to reverse the car. Pretty neat.
Okay, so powertrain sorted. How does all this translate to performance? The numbers must be staggering.
They are. 0 to 60. Some tests got it down to 2.2 seconds. Lamborghini says 0-62 miler or 100 kilometers in 2.5.
2.2. That's hypercar territory, easily.
0 to 124 miler. That's 200 kilometers in under 7 seconds. Top speed over 217 mile per hour.
Just relentless. And braking. Big carbon ceramics, I assume?
Absolutely. Carbon ceramic brakes plus, they call them. Integrated with the regen. Feel is generally good, though maybe a touch sharp at very low speeds, according to some. Stops hard, though.
Now, handling all that power, the chassis must be pretty advanced.
It is. They call it a monofuselage. It's a carbon fiber monocoque, but extends further forward than the Aventador's. Uses some forged composites up front, too.
Lighter and stiffer?
Yep, about 10% lighter and 25% stiffer than the Aventador chassis. Big jump. That stiffness really helps the suspension do its job.
And suspension is adaptive dampers. MagneRide.
Yeah, Lamborghini MagneRide, double wishbones all around, plus electric power steering, which is apparently quite precise, and rear wheel steering.
Ah, rear wheel steer. That always helps make a big car feel smaller.
Totally. Combine that with the stiff chassis, the adaptive dampers, and that electric torque vectoring from the front motors. Despite being heavier than the Aventador, it reportedly feels much more agile. Drives smaller than its size is the common theme.
Interesting. And aerodynamics. Looks pretty wild.
Yeah, classic Lambo wedge, but evolved. Lots of sharp lines, E-motifs everywhere, especially the lights. They talk about an aerospace influence.
Yeah.
There's an active rear wing with 3 positions, too. More downforce and better efficiency than the last Aventador.
And you can still see the V12.
Oh yeah, the engine's exposed to the back. Apparently that was the demand from the boss, Stephen Winkleman.
Oh,
Got to show off the heart.
good call. Okay, let's move inside. Big changes there, too.
Definitely an improvement over the Aventador. More headroom, more legroom, feels less cramped. The design is very driver-focused. They call it feel like a pilot. Symmetrical layout.
Screens. Seems like screens are everywhere now.
3 of them here. A big digital cluster for the driver, a central touchscreen, and even a small display for the passenger.
How's the infotainment? Lamborghini hasn't always been top tier there.
It's updated, better graphics, wireless CarPlay, and Android Auto. But yeah, some reviews mentioned the central screen can be a bit laggy. Not terrible, but maybe not the absolute best out there.
And the steering wheel controls? Saw some pictures. Looked busy.
It is quite busy. Lots of functions on the wheel, including little thumb buttons for the turn signals, which has drawn some criticism. Maybe takes getting used to.
Yeah. But overall, more usable. More practical.
Marginally, yes.
Mm-hmm.
For a V12 Lambo, anyway. There's a bit more space behind the seats, a glove box, some storage in the tunnel, even cup holders. The front is still tiny, though.
Okay, so bringing it all together, the driving
Yeah.
experience, how does the hybrid system actually feel? Is it seamless?
Reports say yes, very seamless. The electric torque fills in any gaps instantly, making it feel incredibly responsive. You have a load of driving modes, 13 combinations apparently.
13.
Wow. Yeah, controlled by rotors on the wheel. You've got Cita, which is EV-only mode, limited power, Strada for comfort, Sport for more aggressive response, and Corsa for full track, attack all 1,001 horses.
And you can manage the hybrid system separately?
Yep. Recharge mode uses the V12 to juice the battery. Hybrid balances efficiency and performance keeps the battery topped up for maximum boost. Gives it real duality. Quiet cruiser 1 minute, screaming V12 monster the next.
And the V12 sound is still there in the louder modes.
Oh, absolutely. They worked hard on that. Glorious high-revving V12 noise, engineered cabin acoustics is a key part of the experience. Contrasts massively with the silent Cita mode.
Ride quality better too, I hear. The Aventador could be pretty harsh.
Much better, especially in Strada mode with the adaptive dampers.
Hmm.
Makes it, genuinely more usable day to day. Smoother power delivery too. Less intimidating perhaps.
Okay, market stuff. Price. Gotta be steep.
Oh yeah. Starts around $610,000 US before options. And options can easily push it well past $700K, plus gas guzzler tax in the US.
Phew. And can you even get one?
Not easily. Demand is insane. The initial production run sold out before the car was even shown. The waiting list is apparently stretching into late 2026, maybe even longer. 2, 3, 4-year wait.
Crazy demand. So how have the reviews been overall?
Generally glowing. Hailed as a monumental step forward, maybe the best V12 Lambo ever. Strengths are the insane acceleration, much improved handling, the brilliant DCT at V12 sound, better interior space.
Weaknesses.
Mainly the huge price, the weight gain, though it handles it well. The limited EV range is kind of pointless for some, maybe that infotainment lag, the turn signal buttons. Minor stuff in the grand scheme, mostly.
So who's its main competitor? Ferrari SF90.
That's the obvious one. Also a plug-in hybrid supercar, though with a turbo V8, not a naturally aspirated V12. It really carves out that top-tier performance hybrid niche.
So wrapping up, the Revuelto seems like, well, a landmark car. Lamborghini managing to blend its V12 heritage with the necessary electrification.
Absolutely. It shows they can deliver truly next-level performance using hybrid tech without totally abandoning what makes a flagship Lamborghini special. It really sets a marker down for their future.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it, how this balance between tradition and technology will play out across the whole supercar landscape in the coming years. What really sticks with you most about the Revuelto?
For me, it's probably that they managed to keep the V12 and make the hybrid system genuinely enhance the performance, not just feel like a compliance measure. Pretty impressive engineering. What about you?
Yeah, that blend is key. And just the sheer audacity of it all. It's pure Lamborghini, just amplified. Definitely gives us a lot to think about regarding the future of fast cars. Thanks for joining this deep dive.
I've included links with more details in the description below, so be sure to check those out. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Deep Dive, like the video, and ring the bell for more helpful content. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day ahead.